Hello everyone, we are back with the last qualifying round for today. And in general, tomorrow we start with the quarterfinals. The game hasn't started yet, it will start any moment now. So we are going to watch the teams of Chelopech, which has won 9 out of 9 matches so far. They're the current leaders. And against them, it's Team Palatinus from Hungary. So this table hasn't started yet, but the other has. So shall we go and have a look what are they doing there? Oops, sorry, that's the same table. Okay, so the auction was, no, they've played already. Okay, I won't destroy the pleasure of watching the board from the beginning. So we'll see what happens here and then we'll check what happened at the other table. So, okay, they started. Attila Vikor from Hungary starts the auction with 1 heart, excellent 14 count with 5-4 in the majors. We saw the other table stopped in 3 spades. I find this reasonable, a heart, a spade, and now 3 spades looks like a normal bit unless they have some special system. And probably that will be the final contract. Yep, that was quick. So 3 spades at both tables. What happens? We can see the spades are 3-2. That's good news. We can see the hearts, double and queen on side. That's wonderful news as well. Therefore, there will be at most 3 losers, 1 in clubs and 2 in diamonds. So 4 will make. And there is no really chance for less tricks or for more tricks. 10 tricks seems easy and cold. So I got a lot of roasting from Christoph the previous 3 rounds and I only have one to commentate, so I'll hope that I'll get my revenge now. Andres Honiek's out, the declare, is one of the main people, probably the main person who is responsible for the junior program in Hungary. He's spending a lot of his time helping junior bridge and that is for many years. So after the lead of King of Diamonds, Živko switched to spades. He didn't really see what to do. He was not sure who's got the ace of diamonds. Could be anyone. Normally, Bulgarian players just show count, so east signal with the diamond cannot be understood if it's positive or not. And declare is quickly getting to his 10 tricks. I suspect there will be a claim very soon. Yep, that was quicker than I thought actually. At the other table, the same. The only difference was that there was two diamonds over call with 11 count and not a very exciting shape. Personally, I would think of doubling, but if you beat two diamonds, I guess works as well. It's interesting that Živko Draganov at this table, naturally very aggressive player, didn't beat anything. Moving on to the next hand. East starts with 1 no trump, which I believe, based on historical data, is something like 10 to 13 points, possibly 9 to 12. Two hearts transfer to spades, and if East is limited to 13, I don't see how West will bid on from here. Can they make anything significant? Not really. They have 4 losers just from the top, and then another potential loser in diamonds, so seems like 2 or 3 spades you'll make here. Oops, undo. Did not beat 3 diamonds here. The Hungarian team likes beating diamonds at both tables. Or maybe he's just thinking. He's got 13 points, so he can be scared of staying short of game if partner has similar amount of points, which is not impossible, I guess. However, he cannot double. Maybe he can double, and if partner beats clubs, he beats diamonds, but the so-called equal level conversion. And if partner beats hearts, he's got 3 of them, so I guess that's fine, especially if partner has 5. What can he passed, so it's 2 spades. What can North-South make? They've got a spade loser, a heart loser, 2 club losers, and a diamond loser, so they can only make 2 hearts. The 7 of clubs, I guess that's third, fifth leads, or third and low. Very popular, the most popular leads against suit contracts around the world. The Bulgarians, of course, are not playing that. They play second and fourth, but not the standard type of leads, but similar to third and fifth. If you've got up to 3 cards, lead the second. If you've got 4 or more, lead the fourth. And if you've got 2 small, just lead small, which is the most unusual. Some people don't know the difference between third and fifth leads and third and low. They're almost the same. If you've got up to 5 cards, they're identical. The difference comes with the 6th card. So if you play third and low, it means that you would lead third from 6 cards. And if you play third and fifth, it means that from 6 cards you would lead the fifth. Not that many people know that, but if you've seen this video, if you're watching now, you know. Declare wants to play hearts and establish a heart to discard a diamond, but that will be a very slow process and the defenders probably will be aware of what's going on. So Declare decided to go for the spades rather and not waste time with the hearts, and if he is lucky maybe the defenders will play hearts first. Now a diamond return, Declare played low to protect his king, and this will mean that he would have gone off if the third spade was with South's hand, but Declare is lucky now because South doesn't have any more trumps. So it seems like two spades will make. The defense has three tricks already and is going to get two more hearts. So 110 points for East-West. This match is again 10 boards, 10th round, the last qualification round. Tomorrow morning we will play 20 boards. Not we, but at least the players who qualify will play 20 boards quarterfinal in the morning tomorrow. In the afternoon, 30 boards semifinal. And on Sunday, it's the big final, 30 boards on Sunday morning, local time. Declare is trying to make some squeeze that we see probably won't work. About this tournament, it's played in the Romanian capital Bucharest in the very nice hotel Caro. Caro means diamond, like the suit diamond. So it's a very bridgy hotel. Yep, 8 tricks, the squeeze didn't work. And the prize money of this event is 6,000 euro for the first place and 15,000 total prize pool, which for Europe it's pretty significant, and for the rest of the world is enormous. But we have, or at least those who want to win, have a long way until they get the big prize money. So they should stay focused on the game rather than thinking how they're gonna spend a few hundred euros or a few thousand euros. Here, South only has 10 points, but he's first non-vulnerable. I know that many Bulgarians would open with this hand, but in Hungary, they actually prefer to have an opening hand when they open the bidding, which makes perfect sense to me. There we go, second seat, 10 points again, but Bulgarian power, no way to pass. Of course, it's easier with 5-4 in the majors than 4-5 of the minors. 2 diamonds overcall with 13 points, 6 cards suit, a classic overcall. If one of the kings was the king of diamonds, I may even beat 3 diamonds. Despite the vulnerability, I play wide ranging, and when partner is a pass hand, I prefer to take more bidding space away from the opponents, but now this hand has too much defensive power, so 3 diamonds might not be sending the right message to partner. However, partner's got 10 points and 4 card support, so whatever comes from from east, which can be either 3 or 4 spades, I expect South to support. Partner in diamonds, also the vulnerability allows for not thinking much about it. Who can make what? East-West have a spade loser, a heart loser, a club loser, and a diamond loser, so they can only make 3 spades. Both finesses in the majors don't work, but the king of clubs works. And North-South can make, they've got a spade loser, a heart loser, a club loser, so they can make up to 4 diamonds. So we are, after the 4 spades bit, we are in the zone where everybody goes off, so the question is who will shut up and let their opponents fail. Until now, 4 spades is a bit aggressive, however, it is alright. I didn't expect anything different. 5 diamonds is also a normal contract. We cannot expect South to know that they've got 4 defensive tricks when he's got close to 0, especially if they have 10 cards in diamonds. Double by Zhivko, I guess it's more because they're vulnerable and they play some sort of pass forcing and he cannot bear getting to 5 spades if he passes and partner decides to be done, so he doubles to stop the auction and hopefully defeat this contract. We can see that he will be lucky, and unless they do something very silly, they should be able to beat the contract. Cashing the 2 aces to start with seems quite straightforward. And even if they don't, they still have the king of clubs and a second chance to cash the aces. However, partner is bidding 5 spades. He cannot be stopped with this hand. Probably he doesn't believe they can beat 5 diamonds, but why does he think they can make 4 spades is beyond me. However, these guys have won 9 out of 9 matches so far in a very strong field. So, although I have my doubts for the 5 spades bit, these guys are very successful, so I cannot argue with success. Still, let's see if North will double now and collect 500 points, which will be an amazing score for North-South. He's got something. He smells that there can be meat in this. I don't think the double will give much away. If the kings are good, they're good, and if they're not, they're not. Looking at all hands, it's easy to say you should double, but I still believe even if you don't look at them, it's potential gain. It's really doubtful they'll make more than just made, so it will be just losing 5 imps, unless they redouble, of course, but it doesn't feel like the situation somebody is redoubling. So let's see if Attila Vikor will find the strength to punish the leaders in the event. No, he didn't. He trusted them. He trusted that they know what they're doing. Many people did that before, and sometimes they were right, very often. What to lead? I guess Queen of Diamonds is the safest lead. Anything else may give something away. It's too risky. So lead a diamond, see the dummy, and think later what to do. So Declare doesn't have many options. He needs to get back to the table and play finesses, take finesses, spades first, then hearts. Therefore, if the defense starts with 2 rounds of diamonds, Declare will be inclined to play a club towards the king and hope that will provide an entry to take the finesses. So he'll work hard on getting to the table to take the finesses, and all that hard work won't pay off. Is it deserved or not? I cannot tell. If one of the kings was in South's hand, it would have been only one off. Now it will be 2 off. And if we switch a few more cards and both finesses work, it can be even just made, but considering North was the overcaller, it's a bit too much to ask for. What is happening at the other table on board 2? It's a push board, so slightly different auction, although they also played the mini no trump. This will be fun. And 2 spades, so they don't play transfers, and 2 spades was played from the other hand. However, it doesn't matter much because as long as Declare plays trumps quickly, normally they should make it. At the other table, 4 hearts was doubled for 200, so that was quite aggressive because 1 diamond was opened from South, as I suggested by any Bulgarian player. Not any, but many Bulgarians, especially the top players, who open. This doesn't mean it's right to open 10 counts. It's a matter of style. Partner knows about it, so they had a very good auction. 4 hearts doubled will cover the 5 spades undoubled down 2. So we'll see another push board, although it's not a push like the other 2 when they played identical contracts. Here the Hungarian team had the chance to gain 7 imps, but they trusted their Bulgarian opponents for bidding confidently to the 5 level. A bit of a pause for the declare here. He's considering the point count shown. He knows that South has the ace king of spade of diamond, sorry, so he will be trying to play for singleton kings because he thinks North has some of them. The first one is already gone. He knows that this won't work. The club is played, and play cannot be really successful here because even if the Hungarians play rough and discard, still Declare can only get rid of one diamond and he need one heart, sorry, and he needs to get rid of as many as 3 hearts. So these efforts, another try for a singleton king, almost they were both doubleton. Sorry, Živko, very unlucky, but very good try by you. If the kings were king third and a singleton king, either way, this contract would only go one off, but now we can see both kings will score. I'm sure he is now claiming. And we'll move on to the next board with 3 push boards so far. Yep, it's gone. Unlike my friend and so-called friend and colleague Christoph, I want to thank to our Vilgraph operators who've been doing a wonderful job. It was hard sometimes to keep up with the player's tempo, which is terrible. They either don't play at all or they play 10 cards for 3 seconds. So this is a nightmare for the operators. But they managed to have like 99% success, and we hope they'll continue like that in the next couple of days. The operators Alex and Razvan from Romania. Thank you guys, great work. So West starts with 1 diamond with 11 points, not very exciting. Many people in the developed world will pass with this, but these guys don't know what pass means. So what can East West make? They've got 15 hearts. The hearts are 3-2, the spades are 3-3 in opponents. So they don't have many losers, just a heart and a spade loser. Even if they don't manage to ruff a spade, say the opponents lead a low heart, and when they win the spade, they play heart heart. 4 hearts still makes because East West can only lose 2 spades and the ace of hearts. So the game is on, and we can see East is already beating it. Some people play this as auto splinters, showing long spades and short hearts. Hopefully they've got a good agreement here that it shows 5-5. Funnily enough, on a non-heart lead, maybe on a maybe only on a diamond lead, but maybe on a club as well, even 4 spades will make. But you really don't want to be in 4 spades here, because even if it makes the partnership's moral will be down. Yes, he passed. So this should be a relatively easy make. Let's see if it will be +1 or not. South to lead. What do you lead against 5-5 in South? Normally, the theoretical lead is to lead your stronger unbeat suit. We don't count the diamonds for a beat suit because they were West can have any holding in diamonds. Because they play precision club. So yes, Andres led a club, the same thing as the theory says. He won't gain much from this lead, but he knows the theory of bridge, so it's good for the juniors he teaches that they have a good teacher. Is to take some time probably to plan carefully how to develop the spade suit before he plays the hearts. He'll count what will happen if they shorten him in the club suit. Is he going to lose the trump control? Anyway, whatever happens with the hearts, he's inclined to develop the spades because without them he won't have enough tricks. He's got 5 hearts. Sorry, 4 hearts. A spade is 5, 3 diamonds is 8, and a club is 9. He needs to develop at least one more trick. So he jumped on the spade suit immediately. The defenders will probably return a heart. No club, they went for shortening declare. That's fair enough. When a spade is played and the queen comes up, declare will be sure that they are coming 3 to 3 and he won't be considering ruffing with the jack of hearts, I guess. So he will ruff low. Yes, he can afford this trump play because he's got entry in diamonds. Not sure he can afford second heart play because if they... Yes, okay, undo, that's good. I think that's very bad play to play second heart, so he didn't. He still ruffed with the jack of hearts. Doesn't make much sense to me, but again, he is a champion. And he won't lose anything because the 10 will drop from north. Or maybe he indeed ruffed with the 5 and now played the jack, whatever. They claimed 11 tricks. Well done to East West for reaching this straightforward contract. What happened at the other table? They didn't reach a game in hearts, but they reached a game in no trump. 1 spade, 1 no trump, 2 hearts, 2 no trump, 3 no trump instead of 3 hearts. The reason for that is that he's got 2 aces in the minor suits and he didn't want to mislead partner about the quality of his suits. Sometimes if you beat 3 hearts, partner has double ton honor in spades and double ton honor in hearts and they beat 4 of a major and then maybe it's not that good. So I'm okay with this auction at the other table, especially if they make the contract. Still, it's only 6:30, so one imp for Team Chelopech from Bulgaria. He starts with 1 diamond here. He's got the strength to open 1 no trump in most systems, but they play like 10-13 or something like that here, so he cannot do that. Now his 1 no trump says a better hand. Probably it's 14-16 or 13-15 depending on the range of opening 1 no trump. And we see identical almost auction here from the other side. So for hearts I'm 5-5. They practiced this auction just now. They should know what it means. What happens here if the defenders lead a spade or diamond to the ace and switch to a spade, they will defeat this contract. Spade lead I consider impossible, but leading a diamond and switching to spades is not impossible because that can win if partner has either the king of spades or the ace of hearts. So let's see if North would lead a diamond or a club. Personally, I would lead probably a diamond, but I'm fine with jack of clubs. The club suit is stronger but longer, so we are more likely to win more diamonds. So no, he led a club, which means that declare will be able to draw the trumps and set up the spades and make 10 tricks, losing 2 spades and a diamond. I'll be interested to see what good players will lead on this hand. Would they lead a diamond or a club? It's a very close call. And don't get me wrong, even after a diamond lead, it will be very difficult for South to play spades, but it won't be impossible. He can be inspired to do so. The chances of partner having the ace of hearts are really low because we know West jumped and showed 5-5, so 5 little hearts and partner to have the ace of hearts singleton is a bit of a dream world, but partner having the king of spades, not that impossible considering declare doesn't have that many points because he's beating game over strong no trump. So 11 tricks were quickly claimed because on the 2 clubs king queen of clubs declares diamonds are gone and declare only loses 2 spades, so actually 11 tricks. And that's 12 imps, 11 imps, sorry, to to the Bulgarians. The other table, they reached 4 spades, not 4 hearts, 4 spades, okay. So did the defense get a heart trap? What happened there? Let's make this bigger. This was the auction. So yes, North led from his singleton, and then he was able to get a heart. They didn't take the ace of diamonds quickly, but declare had no entry to the table. So they managed anyway to beat the contract. And halfway through, after 5 boards in this match, Team Chelopech is leading with 12 imps, heading towards then their 10th consecutive win. West Živko Draganov is the lead developer of IntoBridge.com, the new platform for playing bridge online. You should try it out. It's open 24/7. You can play alone or with friends or with strangers or with robots. So you really have no excuse not to try into bridge. Here we see precision club auction by East West. One club is strong, 16 plus points, any count. It doesn't say anything about shape, not anything about clubs. Pass one diamond negative, 0 to 7 points usually. For them it might be 0 to 8 because they open the club light sometimes. North rightfully bids 3 hearts. To some it may seem as an overbid, but to me it's perfectly fine because against precision you must put as much pressure as possible. South with 4 card fit and some points decides to complete the preempt. From his point of view, the downsides are that they may get doubled and lose 3 to 500 while their opponents don't make any game. So let's see what's the case. 5 clubs looks very difficult to make. They've got a spade, a club and a diamond loser. Possibly 2 spade losers if double finesse is taken. So East-West have no game. What happened in 4 hearts? They North-South have loser in spades, loser in hearts and 2 diamond losers. So it will be probably going off unless the lead is the ace of clubs, which will possibly enable declare to set up a club rough and discard. The problem then might be that there might be not enough entries to get to the table safely and in the same time have enough trumps to have the spades later because declare has 2 spade losers. So I suspect that even on the ace of clubs lead this contract will fail, but it will be interesting to see really. Is that the case or not? It's a lot of imps on stake. East having 4 aces will be very upset if this contract doesn't go off. But he led the ace of diamonds, which we can see is the best lead because he can set up his diamond trick quickly and make sure he will beat the contract. Well done, good lead by Grozu Donev from Team Chelopech. So I guess that will be 100 points for East-West. Has the other table finished this board? Yes, in a totally different contract. So East decided to open 2-0 trump with 21 points. Not exactly a balanced hand, but the singleton ace maybe compensates. Unless partner transfers to hearts, then it's not brilliant, but partner kept quiet with only 3 points. Although 5 card suit, I suspect they played 2021 and West didn't want to push it. So in 2-0 trump, a diamond was let and declare tried set up clubs after losing one. A heart was returned and now declare had to take spade finesse to make. This didn't really work out and the defense cashed out, so actually he could have made it because he had two aces to cash. He was probably greedy to get over tricks, and unfortunately he failed. We have all done this in our careers in the past. Maybe it's not the right time to do that now when you're about to qualify or not, but I give him A for effort. He tried. Let's see here. So if East West defeat the contract. Oh, actually, after the Ace of Diamonds, he switched to the Ace of Clubs. This is mysterious for me because I don't see why, because his partner signaled he's got. Ah, maybe he thought his partner has 5 diamonds and he wanted to cash out quickly. So I understand why, but yeah, it didn't work out. Let's see if they'll be punished. I think they will be punished now because the Declare now has enough communications to set up the club suit and make the contract. So that will be really disappointing for East West. Was he right to cash the King of Clubs? We see all the cards, so definitely not. But from his point of view, if partner had the 5 diamonds, Declare will discard diamond if he plays one immediately, so he wanted to cash out 2 club tricks if partner has the king before they get discarded. That's a fair point, but that is also an effort towards maximizing the profit and beating it more than one rather than securing the contract, defeating the contract whatever Declare's shape is by continuing with more diamonds. Now Declare refuses to make this contract because he blew his entry that he needed to take the roughing finesse and get to the table. You can see that Declare can go to the table on the 7 of hearts, but later on if he takes the roughing finesse now, but the problem is that later on he needs to rough 2 spades from hand and he won't have enough trumps if he uses that trump to get to the table. So a wonderful opportunity missed for North-South, but it's tough. Did North know if the King of Clubs is on site? I believe yes, because if East had Ace King of Clubs, he would rather lead them first instead of the Ace Queen Jack or Ace Jack that Declare has seen so far in Diamonds. Very tricky. Oh, actually Declare can set up the Diamond suit. Oh, ho, ho, he's still making, sorry. I missed that. So Declare can now get to the table on the heart, catch the Queen of Clubs, discard the bear card 7 of diamonds, rough a diamond with his last trump, setting up the diamond on the table and playing spade towards dummy. It's 10 tricks. And he's now going to do that. So Declare is going to make this contract. No, this is wrong. I'm sure he didn't play a diamond now. I'm sure he cashed the Queen of Clubs first. What? Down 2 is claimed. How is that possible? Even if the Declare played a diamond, it's still 1-off. This cannot be right. Alex, if you hear me, if you can put a comment in the YouTube chat, that will be great because I'm very puzzled by what happened. So if this score is correct and 4 hearts failed by 2 for 300, another 100 from the other table, and 9 imps for Team Chorupech. Okay, Alex is saying that he got lost and he couldn't follow because they played too fast. I know what he means. Sometimes it's impossible, and if you miss just one card, it's just a disaster. So unfortunately, this is not good for the view graph quality because we are analyzing, discussing what should happen, blaming the players. Why did they do that? Is that not very stupid thing? And then it turns out that nothing like that happened. But of course, the operators are not to blame. Also, the players cannot be blamed because you cannot tell them play slowly so we can follow the play. It's nobody's fault. It's just how difficult it is to broadcast live bridge event. So South is passing one heart by West with 13 count balance hand. Two spades by East, which is some sort of a spade race. Two no trump asking, and three clubs is probably two no trump was probably asking for shortness. Maybe two spades was something like a mixed race with a shortage, or at least that's what the hand is worth. And two no trumps was asking where is your singleton. So three club singleton club. This is just a guess based on the cards, but it might be something that is totally different. So what happens in a hard contract? There are two diamond losers, one club loser, and one spade loser. Supposedly, if defenders play spades, they'll set up the suit, and if they don't, declare can play the clubs and discard two spades from the table. So this means 8 tricks in hearts should be made if everything goes as we see it with 52 cards opened up. And this should lead to down 1. Let's see what is the other table in. They're in 2 hearts making for the Hungarians. So possibly they can pick up first imps here. Something like 5 imps, 110 plus 100 is 5 imps. Let's see if a miracle will happen and they won't be able to defeat 3 hearts. That miracle can happen if the player manages to establish 2 diamond tricks and discard both his spade losers. That will be a hard task, but in bridge anything happens. We've seen it all. It looks obvious and then it's not. So Declare quickly went for diamonds before the opponents have learned much about his hand. At this point, spade is returned, so the chances are this contract will fail. However, now there is a chance to discard a diamond on the spade, but again that will be a long journey because there are entry problems. Or are there entry problems? No, there are not. He doesn't need a 4 trump. If now a trump is returned, Declare can make the contract because Nog didn't cash his aces. So now East wins the trick, the dummy, spade finesse, heart as an entry to the king, discard the diamond on the last spade, play a club, set up the clubs and just making. So that will be one imp loss for the Hungarians, and the Bulgarians will lead by 22-0. Yes, that was claimed. as 9 tricks. Very unfortunate for North. Of course, there is merit in what he did. If Declare only has a singleton diamond, he should not cash the ace of diamonds. He doesn't know what partners got in spades, so he didn't want to do that, to cash the diamond ace, I mean. So here, West Zhivko will probably open one club, not probably, but 100%. He's got 16 points. They play precision club. One heart is normally limited to 14, 15 points. Yep, one club passed by North, I guess, and East will beat two clubs game forcing hand with 5 or more clubs. Game forcing here will be something like 7, 8 plus points, 9 plus points, whatever their agreement is. Because if partner shows 16 and you've got 8, that's pretty much enough for game most of the time. So now they are in natural auction. 2 clubs is 5 cards at least, 2 hearts is 5 cards at least. Would they get into something more conventional as they usually do? We'll see in a moment. But there aren't many options here for East. If they play natural in this sequence, East should continue with 3 clubs. And then West will choose to either beat 3 no trumps or repeat the hearts to say I've got 6. Either way, I think they'll end up in 3 no trumps. Of course, if Zhivko decides to repeat his hearts, Grozu, his partner, may decide to beat 4 hearts because he's got singleton jack, and if partner is repeating his 6 card suit, it's not probably a weak one, so the jack will boost the suit, which we can see in this case. They only have one heart loser if they play in hearts because the 10 is dropping. So yes, I guess they're in a natural auction and 3 clubs is just 6 cards in clubs. Three diamonds. Maybe they're in some conventional sequence, I don't know, because 3 diamonds natural doesn't make sense. Don't believe it's showing stopper, but who knows? Maybe it's still giving room to partner to beat 3 hearts with a double ton honor. But I had predictions for 2 auctions, none of them happened, but my prediction that they will end up in 3 no trump one way or another actually materialized. What happens here? Declare makes at least 12 tricks and probably at most also 12 tricks. He's got double stopper in each suit and he can set up the hearts. So that is a missed slam for them. They didn't have that many points, 29 only. They couldn't find fit, so they focused on staying low in some game. Indeed, the Jack of Hearts is an enormous card because Declare normally can take outside the heart suit 2 spades, 6 clubs as they are 3-2. That is 8 tricks, and 2 diamonds is 10. So without the Jack of Hearts, you can set up 1 heart trick for 11, but you don't have 12. Maybe you can try for a squeeze. Anyway, the slam will be extremely bad. Now the singleton Jack of Hearts, even if the hearts are not coming, as long as the clubs are coming, it establishes 2 tricks in hearts, which gives you the desired 12 trick. So that Jack of Hearts is an enormous card and it's really hard to find out. If the club suit doesn't work, then you need the heart suit to come, either a double on 10 or 3 to 3. So with on 26 cards, everyone would like to be in a slam because you need either the club or the heart suit, and the clubs on their own are 68%, 3 to 2, and then you add up something for the hearts to behave as well, and it gets well over 80%. Let's see what happens with the other table. Did the Hungarians beat the slam? No, they did not. They reached 4 hearts and they made 12 tricks. So I expect 490 here to compare with 480, and that should be a push board. Declare is not that worried now. He's just thinking, is there any play I can make and go off in this contract? So when he finds the the no answer, he'll go for the hearts as he did. The alternative was to play clubs, and even if they're 4-1, lose one and set up the rest while we have the king of spades as an entry. But he can count 9 top tricks even if the clubs don't come, and just he set up the hearts. So now this gives all the possibilities for over tricks. Let's see if he'll continue that way. So now one way of playing, yes, club to the queen or spade to the ace. Either one works, not a diamond to the ace. No, he decided to stop playing hearts, so they may actually lose one imp because he will only score 11 tricks. This is a 12 was claimed, so I guess he didn't play exactly like that. Otherwise he won't be able to claim. Anyway, so a push board, 12 tricks were made. This looks exciting. North-South can make some hard contract, and East-West can sacrifice in clubs, although they're vulnerable, and that will be one very expensive sacrifice. So I suspect North-South will get to some level in the hard suit. What level that will be is interesting. I guess 4, but who knows? What happens in 4 hearts? The hearts and the spades behave, the diamonds don't. And the biggest issue is communications. We can see diamonds in east-west are blocked. A club plate will be very interesting against 4 hearts. Club won by the ace and a diamond switch. Because if declare ducks the diamond, the 3 of diamonds is very tempting to duck to protect the ace queen of diamonds. Then the defenders can get a diamond ruff and they can get a spade for sure, and they'll defeat the contract. On a non-club lead, declare will probably get to the table on the ace of spades, take the heart finesse, establish the spades, and use the last heart on the table in North's hand to reach the dummy and cash out the other 2 spades, securing the contract, losing a spade and a club, and scoring +1. So 2 clubs precision opener. I'm not sure why not 3 clubs. Maybe their style is such, not maybe, but it should be, whatever their agreements are. I believe they have very strong agreements here, what type of hand opens 2 and what type of hands opens 3 clubs. So 2 hearts over call and 2 no trump is some sort of a raise in clubs. Probably it's a non-invitation, non-constructive raise. I just have club fit and I want to be 3 clubs. Many people play here 3 clubs as a constructive raise in clubs, still non-forcing but constructive. And this is just a lousy raise. North is wondering to support or not. He's got 6 points, which is the bare minimum to support, but Queen of Clubs is awful here. So he's probably down to 4 points. He's looking at the vulnerabilities. They're good. He's trying to get strength, and he didn't find enough strength to beat 3 hearts, which will keep them short of game, most likely. And I'm sure that South will beat again, but I doubt, yes, double, so I doubt North will beat 4 hearts. There is a chance he gets excited and beats 4 spades. However, that is a very, very long shot and a bit crazy. His main worry is that opponents are 6-3 or 5-4 in clubs, and he's got 2 immediate club losers, and from then on, more losers. But in general, he's got like 12 losers. Oh, he beat 4 spades. Wow, that might be ambitious, but so let's see. 4 spades is not a bad contract, but it's bad that the singleton diamond is on lead, and without a doubt, East is leading their singleton. So now, Declare may play low. We can see that the defense can then take a diamond ruff from the makeable trump. However, they can get another ruff if East plays a low club to the king. I don't think that's a rocket science considering the auction. So now West can win the jack and can return the 2 of diamonds, and then East will play under his ace. The interesting point here is that the 3 of diamonds can be from a double turn. If the East had 8 and 3 or 6 and 3 on 4 and 3, he would always lead the 3 because they lead small from 2 small cards. However, if East has 2 cards, it means that North also has 2, and the play of the 5 of diamonds will be very illogical. Probably Declare will then try the finesse, so the only reason you duck here is to protect 3 small opposite ace queen third. So in case South plays the 5, I think it will be very easy for West to work out that there will be a diamond ruff coming up and show suit preference with the 2 of diamonds for getting back in hand in clubs and giving another ruff. So of course North knows that East is likely to be singleton or very short when he leads that suit. He's also puzzled because he's been explained most definitely that they lead small from doubleton, and this will be still a very legit lead. So the queen is played, that is interesting. I didn't expect this play, but I guess it makes sense because he can then get rid of the spades and take the hearts finesse and discard the diamond with no losers, even if the heart doesn't work. So now it's for Živko to return a diamond and in the same way give a suit preference. So we can see that 9 is very low from Jack 10 9, but does Grozus see that? Because the 9 from his point of view looks like a pretty high card. So it will be interesting to see if he'll find the low club return. My vote will be that he would definitely find it, because looking at this dummy, looking at his king of hearts, there aren't many other chances to defeat the contract. Partner doesn't have the ace of spades because then North will have exactly nothing. So, oh my goodness. So with the speed of light he returned a heart, and this contract will make. So yeah, I think this is very bad bridge now, but again, who can judge people who won 9 out of 9 rounds? It's normal, they play all the hands and they can get tired. To think that Declare will jump with the ace because he will be worried you will have another diamond, it's a bit silly because Declare has no other chances. Some finesses need to work for him to make the contract. So of course he took the finesse, and that's why East played it quickly, so North doesn't suspect he's got the king, but North suspecting or not, he had only chances. So this contract will make +1, 450 for North-South. And well done to them for being that brave to beat the game. I don't know if East was misled by the 9 of diamonds. It's hard for me to believe that. After a simple analysis, you should conclude the ace of spades is in Declare's hand. Partner is obviously not voiding hearts to give them a ruff. So the only viable way of beating the contract was connecting to the club and getting a diamond ruff again, if that was in the cards. And I dare to say that Although I have seen all the cards, I think it's fairly simple bridge. But again, people get very tired and everybody gets very tired after so many boards and played so well. So 7 imps, the other table stopped peacefully in 3 hearts making. I guess that's reasonable. Also the defense was good. I guess because only 9 tricks were made. Let's see. A club was led, quite normal. A diamond was returned. The king, what I was talking about. If they're in 4 hearts, it's very tempting after a club split and diamond return to dug this diamond. And then the defense can get a diamond rough and they have a solid winner in spades. So this is how 140 compared with 450, 7 imps to the Hungarians, their first imps for the match. Came with 1 board to go. Last board now of all the qualification cycle. The other table played in 3 diamonds making by South. Let's see what will happen here. West open, 1 no trump, 15 plus 16, 15 plus points, whatever. Even if it's 16, he likes his 15. And that's why he opened a strong club. Again, it doesn't suggest clubs or any shape. It can be anything. North over calling 1 spade with queen jack 15 and 14 count, quite straightforward. East passed. Normally the double would mean 5 to 7 points. He only had 4, nothing exciting, so he decided to pass. South also passed because he didn't have fit in spades and didn't want to get in trouble against a strong club. 2 clubs is natural, at least 5 cards in clubs. Double is just takeout, showing a better hand, and now East confidently beat 3 clubs because he cannot have more than 4 points and he also has 4 card support, so very straightforward bit for him. And now South will be very tempted to come in, and my guess will be that he'll come in, but not with 3 diamonds like at the other table. I suspect he'll beat 3 hearts because it's a major and partner should have at least 3 of them. Yes, 3 hearts. And I think this will be it. If West didn't beat, nobody else can. Yes, 3 hearts. So if this makes, there will be a gain for North-South, and if it doesn't, it will be for East-West. Whatever happens, Team Chelopech is leading by 15 imps, and they'll definitely win this match. So I can only congratulate the 4 players in Team Chelopech for winning 10 out of 10 matches in the qualification against very, very strong teams. Well done, guys. Very, very good showing, very solid. They had some disasters, but I guess everybody else had many more disasters because these guys won confidently. Let's see if there is any update of the scores before we get back to these 3 hearts. Yes, after 9 rounds, Chelopech are leading to the second team by 13 victory points and 26 points to the last qualifying team. Who else? Meta from Romania, Gipper third. This is after 9 matches, so this may change, will change, but how we don't know. Another Romanian team with is fourth. The Hungarians now on Viewgraph are fifth. Another Romanian sixth, Bulgarians seventh, and Romanians eighth. The team of Into Bridge is currently 11th, 8 victory points behind the qualifying spot. So almost no chance for our team. We started very strongly, but then we got flat tire. So probably we'll find in the pairs tournament. Let's see what happens here. Anything exciting? The defense has 2 tricks. What else is there to be lost? After the diamond return, Declare can give a kiss to East and claim 9 tricks, but that's only if you see all cards. What Declare is thinking now, if I go cheaply here to win in dummy, then I may not be able to take second hard finesse, which he wants to do. So what I suspect is that he will play Jack or 9, and he's very worried that this return is from a singleton because that's nearly the only thing that makes sense. All the spades are on the table. East might be looking to set up a diamond trick. In the meantime, he is giving away a diamond trick because actually, as ace king of spades are on side, Declare can set up spades East doesn't know Declare has limited number of entries. He wants to play the heart as well. And one way or another, he will come down to the diamond finesse. Let's see. So while Declare is considering, tomorrow the quarterfinals, we don't know who's gonna play who because the first four teams, or rather the first three, will choose between fifth and eighth. They'll choose their opponent for the quarterfinals. The quarterfinals tomorrow will start at 10 a.m. local time, which is 9 a.m. Central European time, 8 a.m. UK time, and 4 a.m. New York time. So if you are from New York, don't push yourself. Maybe get a good sleep and come 5:30 for the second set of the quarterfinals. Declare is still thinking, and rightfully so, because they're fifth at the moment. They didn't have a good set, and their qualifying spot might be very doubtful. And now we see that Declare actually jumped with the King of Diamonds. He couldn't believe that he can possibly play under his Queen of Diamonds, so he's en route to go one off now. He cannot set up two spade tricks either. He's locked in dummy, so he cannot discard his two diamonds in hand. Oh, but East. Actually, the spades are coming. But no, 10-9 of spades. Now he's in the wrong hand. The spades were coming. Well done. Nice diamond return. So one off in, let's see all the results. One off in three hearts, compared to just making in 3 diamonds, 5 imps to Team Patch, and the final score is 27-7, and a 20 imp win over 10 boards means almost 16 to 4 victory points. So congratulations to Ivan Nanev, Rosen Gunev, Grozu Donev and Živko Draganov for playing so well and winning 10 out of 10 qualification matches. They're the rightful winners so far, or leaders rather, and they'll be able to pick a team of their liking from those who finish between 5th and 8th. In the meantime, the Hungarians for Palatinus should pray that other matches finish in their favor and they stay within the top 5. Let's have another quick look at the rankings. So they've got 105 victory points. D8 is with 102, and then 101 and 102. They're direct matches, so they're really in a big danger with only getting 4 victory points here. So it depends what the pairings are, what are the results. I'm not going to analyze what should happen for them to qualify. But if you look at the description of this video, you can find the link that leads to this results page that you can see on my screen now. This web page is not synchronized with the bridge mate, so it takes some time after the end of the round to get updated. But basically on this link you can see in the end who qualified for the quarterfinals tomorrow. The butler, so Mihai Grigoriu from Team Meta have only played 4 out of 9 matches, but he's got 1.35 a match. Itamar Ginusar only played 3 matches yesterday, he's second, and from those pairs that played all matches, after 9 rounds, the top of the butler, Ivan Tsonchev, Atanas Ivanov from Team GIP, two of the strong Bulgarian players. Second place for the Romanians Bridge Over Nations, Kostake Daria and Simona Daria. Well done to them, great performance. We saw them once on Viewgraph. Fifth, we actually just watched Attila Vikur and Andras Honiek. I guess their butler will go down because they were not very lucky and they didn't solve all the mysteries of this last round. They also played a very strong team. However, amazing performance for them. Another meta team, Adrian Filimon and Stefan Janko. I don't see any Christoph here, so I guess the Stefans in this tournament are doing better than the Christophs. Hello, Christoph. Then 7 and 8 are the Masters from Chelopech. They are not winning the Butler, but both pairs have good results, and that's why they comfortably qualified first. And so on. The into bridge pairs are both positive, but not enough positive, so unless a miracle happens, you won't be watching an into bridge team tomorrow. This doesn't mean that you shouldn't be watching the Into Bridge channel, because there are many great teams that qualified, and I'm sure the weekend will be very interesting. If you cannot watch live, all these recordings are saved on our YouTube channel, and you can come later and look at what happened. So going back to Into Bridge, I'll just go quickly over the most exciting boards. So on board 5, the Bulgarians stopped in 4 hearts, and they made that on a club lead. It was called for 11 tricks, while 4 spades on a heart lead was drawing dead because the defense could get a heart rough and defeat the contract. So it's a matter of system agreement and how you actually represent the hand during the auction. East-West here didn't at all find a hard fit, and the Bulgarians at the other table had the option to show 5-5, in the other hand choose the game. So I guess they won because they had a better auction, although both contracts could in theory go off. 4 hearts was the much better contract. And the other hand, that we really missed the play, unfortunately. It was a very interesting play. It looked like Declare could make it, but in the end down 2 was claimed. So I guess there was a mistake in the beginning, and actually Declare never had a chance to make it. So 300 points for the Bulgarians, with 100 points in 2-note run because of greedy play not cashing the tricks for the Hungarians, brought 9 imps to the Bulgarians, and these were really the 2 big hands. The other one was the part score in the end, and here the Hungarians scored on only 1 board. They did well to beat 4 spades. East-West could defeat it, but they didn't manage, and this was 7 imps to Hungary, and the final result 27-7 or 16-4 victory points almost. So thank you very much for watching. Tomorrow, I told you, we have the quarterfinals in the morning, in the semifinals in the afternoon, and Sundays for the grand final. Tomorrow we start at 10 local time, 9 o'clock Central European time, or 8 a.m. UK time. If you didn't have enough bridge, go to Into Bridge now and play a ranked game and see how you compare with other bridge players. Thank you very much for watching. Thanks to the operators for the hard work, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye!